Welcome to Flip Lesson 85 for the 5th grade. Today we're going to look a little bit more at units of capacity. All right, capacity, we're talking about similar to volume and how much can be stored in a different container. So to start, we want to look at this little bit of information over here that is now in a nice little square-like figure, right? And we look at these comparisons. We see that 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. That's something you've learned in the past. You learned that 1 quart equals 2 pints, okay? And 1 pint equals 2 cups, and 1 cup equals 8 ounces. So this is information that you need to, basically you need to memorize this stuff, or at least have a reference to it in your notes and know where to find it in your notes, because this is going to be information that you're going to need to know for this lesson and for future lessons. All right? Now, what we want to look at today is how do we apply this information to help us understand what's going on. So our question says 1 quart of juice is equal to how many ounces of juice? And so what they're asking you to do is they want you to take this value of 1 quart, which you can see represented right here, right? This is 1 quart, and they want you to break it down all the way till you get to this idea right here. And so we got to take different steps, and that's what this picture is representing. I start with 1 quart right here, and I see that 1 quart is 2 pints, and so it's been broken down into 2 pints. But of course that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for ounces. So now I take 1 pint. I understand that 1 pint equals 2 cups. So this one becomes 2, just like this one becomes 2. And so now I have 4 cups. I also learned that 1 cup equals 8 ounces. And so here you see how I took our 8 ounces, and now you can see that each cup is 8 ounces. So what this picture, this diagram shows us is that 1 quart is equal to 2 pints, which is equal to 4 cups, which means that now we need to take these 4 cups that each contain 8 ounces, and we want to add those or multiply those together, right? So I could do 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, or I could just take 8 ounces times the 4 cups that we have, and 4 times 8 is 32, and of course we would say that's 32 ounces. So we have our first example. The other thing we want to look at, of course, is the other system of measuring, which is liters to milliliters. And this one's a little bit easier in terms of what you need to know, because 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Right? So if we have this in mind, let's solve this problem. It says if Michael brought 4 2-liter bottles of soda to the party, how many milliliters did he bring? And so here you see 1, 2, 3, 4 2-liter bottles, and we want to say, well, how many milliliters are there? All right. So we're going to use this information. We know that 1 liter equals 1,000. However, one of these is actually 2 liters. So how many milliliters are in 2 liters? And of course that would be 2,000. Right? Since we have 1 2-liter bottle, right? Here's our Sprite. That's 1 2-liter bottle, which means we have 2,000 milliliters so far. However, we see that in the problem, now that I've crossed it out, it says he didn't bring 1. He brought 4. And so we're going to take this 2,000, which is where we get 1 2-liter bottle, and now we're going to multiply it by the 4 bottles that were brought. And so 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 2 is 8. And of course, we need a label of milliliters. So in the end, we would say that he brought 8,000 milliliters of soda. In the end, you need to know these tables. This table here and this table here, and being able to apply that. Here's a sample problem to get you on your way to try and start to work with that. And I don't know what that 800 is doing there. It shouldn't be there. But that is lesson 85.